Hi, it's Helen with the Better Half blog. Thank you for joining me. This week, I thought we'd have fun looking at all the different Hobonichis that I am using throughout the year, from my functional planning method to budgeting to memory keeping, as well as my self-time, peaceful time journaling. I hope you enjoy these series of videos throughout the week, and if you have any questions, please comment down below in each individual video, and I will be glad to do each individual booklet in more in-depth details if you'd like. Enjoy! Next, I have this A6 5-year Techo. And what this is basically writing a little bit of something that happened during the day. And I look forward to doing this because come next year on the 31st of January, I'm going to be able to read what happened last year on the 31st, the same day, as versus what's going on here. So how I decided to use this is, well, and I'm using it on a daily basis, as you can see, but how I decided to use this is basically writing down my thoughts. I first wanted to make it very factual of what happens in our family, but then I realized, you know what, I'm writing it and most likely I'm gonna enjoy it the most. And so I decided to jot down anything that I felt during the day and the different things that happened. So if there was a different event that happened, then I would write down some events and I would write down my thoughts. So that's how I decided to use this, and it's been real fun and exciting to go through and just do this every day. And I usually do that typically in the evenings as the day is coming to an end. Now this one is very fun for me. I did at one point consider deleting this out of my journaling system, but I realized, you know what, this has a lot of value in my day and it adds a lot of joy in my day. So what I've done is I do this in my morning journaling time. Well, I've been getting up at 4:45 a.m. It's really exciting to be able to turn myself into a morning person because I am a complete night owl. So I access my brain better at nights and all of the above. So for years and years, for majority of my time, my nighttime routines have been very structured, but my morning time routine was terrible. So as a mother of 4 and a business to run, and then my husband traveling all the time, I realized, you know what, I need to turn myself into a morning person to see how that feels like, just to even challenge myself. Can I even do it? And secondly, how much of a difference does that make? And one of the biggest wins out of this was to win my mornings. And what's exciting is, so I have here logged in what time I woke up and what time I went to bed. One of the biggest issues of my life has always been sleeping. And so I hate sleeping for some reason. But once I fall asleep, like, don't try to get me up is kind of the style that I've been living under. And so this year, I really wanted to put an intention to creating more time for myself, for me time, for my journaling time, my pieced out time, time to myself in general. Because typically what I used to do all throughout the years is I would wait for all the children to fall asleep, and then I would have my me time. And I would sleep really late, and then in the morning I still have to function because I have 4 kids to send to school and so on and so forth. So it was really difficult. But I've just been getting up diligently at 5. I went to 9 o'clock. I was really tired because those 2 days really burned me out. And then I was just on a row with the 6 a.m. And on the weekends, I like to start my day around 8:30, but I was getting up at like 7:30. So that was really neat. And I got a lot done over the weekend. So that was really exciting. And then 5 a.m. was what I was aiming for. It just became 6. Like, that's when my day was going to start. And so I really challenged myself to do the 5 a.m. routine because I wanted to win that extra hour. Because that 6 a.m. was okay when the kids were doing online schooling due to the pandemic. But once they went back to school on the 19th, it was a little bit kind of hectic again. So it felt like I was losing my time again because one of my child has violin lesson early in the morning. So we leave on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. So by 6 o'clock, I'm already getting her ready and getting her fed and all this other stuff. So I figured 6 a.m. wasn't going to really work for me because I wasn't gaining that me time, which makes a huge difference in the amount of my calmness, my peaceness throughout the day. And so then I aimed for 5 and I really prayed upon it. And I said, please God, wake me up at 5 o'clock. And so I did. On this day, on the very next day after this school started. And then I realized on this day, I said, oh my gosh, if I could just grab 15 more minutes so that I could get ready to 15 minutes and then start my AM routine at 5 a.m., that would be amazing. And so then I did. So ever since, I've just been getting up at 4:45, 4:45, and this was the weekend, and then 4:45, 4:45. So this has been really exciting to be able to see this in a glance and also capture my sleeping pattern. So this is what I'm aiming for, 7 o'clock. And of course, through the weekends is when it spikes up to sleep a little bit more. But typically I'm around 5 to 6 hours of sleep, which is good because before this, it was actually 5 hours a week was my average. And so going towards 6 o'clock is really, really amazing for me to see. And I can't wait to go to 7 and 8 hours of sleep. So that's how I have been using this and I love it. And on the back here, on the daily pages, I do journal and it's nothing, there's no rules to it. I'm just journaling, I'm just writing something down and just grabbing a pen and whatever stickers I feel like at the time and just writing things down. And it doesn't have to make sense. It's just writing and getting things down. I ordered this couch from Costco and I was writing about that, which I love. I ordered the beige one, by the way. And so, you know, sometimes I brain dump in the morning. Sometimes I don't write anything and it's fine, totally fine. So it's just been really, really fun to do this. And yeah. So that's how I'm using that.